No introduction really necessary. Get the message like a secretary. Boy, I'm legendary. When I'm dead and buried, still be kicking flavor in the cemetery. Trap music originator. Fresh out.
Coach, thanks. CA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Inner Harbor and M&T Bank Stadium here in Baltimore, Maryland. Here's the scene a short time ago. The Ravens introduced to this sellout crowd, and through a sea of pyrotechnics, out they came from the tunnel. We're set to go as the Ravens get ready to match up with the Cleveland Browns. Here's the kicker, Zane Gonzalez, ready to get this one started. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. That'll be taken in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. Throwing here on first down. Flacco being chased out left. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. 12 yards the pickup there. Good for a Raven first.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
Passing play. Flacco caught left side. Williams. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Here's the first carry for Alex Collins. Not much there, maybe a couple up to the 35.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
Flacco to throw here on third down. Got him in. It's Brown. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. First down Ravens as Flacco finds the former Cardinal John Brown. They look to throw on 1st and 10 with Flacco. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. The confidence jumps up.
And now a fumble. The ball's out.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. 1st and 10 here for Flacco. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately, because if you let that big guy get ahead of steam up, boy, then you got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on first. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Emmanuel Ogbah. He's the one who finally gets him down for what will wind up being a loss of 16 yards. Third and long for Joe Flacco. And he's going to go down again. Myles Garrett, he's the one to get him this time. And back-to-back sacks are going to bring up a 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Sam Cook to punt it away. Jabril Peppers deep to receive. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. First carry for Carlos Hyde. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. On 2nd down, Hyde. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. Brandon Carr there to make the stop.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Taylor on 3rd down throws incomplete. On 4th down, the Browns hand things over to the veteran Britton Colquitt to punt. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. Now Flacco and the Raven offense come up 1st and 10 at the 20. They'll begin the drive with Collins. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. Play action. Flacco. Fighting down past the 45. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. 2nd quarter now. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis with you. It's the Ravens who have the football, and they've got it here with a first down. Flacco looks to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. Well, quite a few teams this past week in the NFL were playing with new quarterbacks, guys that have been in the league, but in a new uniform, and they had quite a bit of success. You noted some of them. Who'd you have down?
It was really incredible success when you think about it. Kirk Cousins in Minnesota, 1. Case Keenum in Denver, 1. Alex Smith with Washington, 1 at Arizona. Pat Mahomes, he started 1 game last year, but it was really a throwaway. His true debut on the road against the Chargers, wins. And Tyrod, whichever way he wants it pronounced, got a tie with Cleveland. How about special category? Ryan Tannehill back with the Dolphins. He wins in their home game against Tennessee. And fear the beard, Ryan Fitzpatrick with a monster performance on the road, beating New Orleans with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
And if you guys were worried, Brady and Rodgers still pretty good.
Yes.
And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Flacco here on 2nd down. Drops it underneath for Collins. They'll get nothing out of that one, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Well, the stats that matter on this play don't help a team very much unless, of course, you're playing defense.
If you're getting points per reception, you got a reception, but no yardage. Great job by the defense, though. They read through that one.
They read through it, gave up no yardage, and people got credit for tackles. Pretty good deal.
Forced out to his left. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Flacco and the offense staying put. They're going to go for it on 4th. They're going to try it. Here's Flacco. It finds Crabtree for the completion. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Michael Crabtree, 39 yards. And the Ravens are in for 6. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And the Browns getting set to go. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable.
Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage. One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And his throw's going to be incomplete. Josh Gordon, the intended receiver, and it's third down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. Now Taylor. He dumps it to Hyde. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Slow.
First down, a run with Hyde. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. They'll give to Hyde, and he'll get inside the 40 to maybe the 38-yard line. A minute 59 to go in the first half. We're back to Baltimore after this. Now they'll throw with Taylor. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
On third down, Taylor. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The Ravens offense now, they get set to head back on the field. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Moving backwards on first down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on second down?
Well, it changes your play call, definitely, because as a play call, you're advancing yourself thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you've got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up not just the yardage lost, but gain a few extra.
They'll try and run forward with Collins. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. First and 10, and Flacco looking to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first. They run with Collins. And they'll get him down here at about the 42. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Flacco, and he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion, and to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed, he did not. They stop him. Even though they didn't get it, probably the right call. Too long for a field goal and just not a whole lot to gain from a punt there.
Yeah, you wouldn't have really netted very much yardage if you pumped the ball, right? And the thing about a field goal, and you know this from so much experience, the longer the field goal, the lower it comes out off the kick, right? Which means it's got a better chance of being blocked. So you're taking a chance either way. I like the fact they went for it.
The throw by Taylor here, and that's incomplete. Taylor incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. Taylor now to throw again. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Landry. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Handoff comes to Hyde. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. And the kick by Gonzalez is good. Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the third quarter. So we're at halftime here in the Inner Harbor with the hometown Ravens on top. On the return, Jabril Peppers. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because they're
into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey, and his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Well, when someone other than the quarterback is throwing the football, it's either beautiful or a disaster, and here it was the latter.
Nowhere in between, right? I think you're exactly right. It takes some fortitude to call that type of a play, but when it doesn't work, oh boy, you wish you hadn't. Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. On second down, Flacco to throw, and it's incomplete. He was looking for Nick Boyle that time, and it's third down. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all, and you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
On third down, this is Collins. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. They'll get 6 there on the run, but it brings up fourth down.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
From here, this would have been a 48-yarder, but no, they're going to go for it. They go again with Collins. And the surge is going to be too much defensively. He's hit and taken down in the backfield. John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it this time. Doesn't work out. And this Browns defense stands tall. They'll try to fire up the running game with Hyde. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
On second down, here's Taylor. And this one's incomplete. He was looking to get it to Jarvis Landry that time. And it's 3rd and 5.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball. And we see yet another errant throw as a result.
The Browns on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Here's Taylor. And he comes back with one complete. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. Taylor on target to Gordon for a Cleveland first. On 1st and 10, it's Taylor. Open receiver, that's David Njoku. And he's brought down. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a first down. Now that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Now it's Taylor. Throw left side, caught by the tight end Njoku. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. A 10th carry for Hyde. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the past. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right. It might go to them in this game.
I like that. MVU. Well done.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Switching gears for a second, because you and I were talking earlier. We had some odd games in week 1. I don't think anything, though, takes the cake quite like that game in Miami. How about that lightning delay? Multiple lightning delays.
Yeah, when you open up the season in the state of Florida and it's not a dome,
good luck.
You've got a chance of this happening, right? It happened in Tampa a couple of seasons ago, maybe a couple of times if I remember correctly. This game wound up taking 7 hours and 8 minutes to finish when all was said and done. Normally we do a game in 3.5 or less. That's unbelievable. So great stamina for the fans, great stamina for the players, and how about our colleagues in the announce booth? Great stamina for them as well.
Indeed, longest game in NFL history. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. And a quick slant gets exactly 10, and by the nose of the football, they've got a first down.
Yellow, yellow!
On first down, Flacco. Looking for Crabtree, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Joe Schobert. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. Crabtree the target on that one.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
After the interception, here's Taylor. He'll buy some time right. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
Here's Hyde. Down to about the 22 here. Second down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now.
Good, strong run against the 3-4 set. And that 3-4, you've got to have your guys up front eat up a lot of blocks. The guy playing over the center, the nose, he usually has to take on double teams. But when you're able to successfully move him, you're often able to get some yardage. And that's when linebackers have to clean up and make tackles.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The veteran Eric Weddle there to break that one up.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And Gonzalez puts this one through. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. Baltimore with good starting field position as they come up 1st and 10. The drive starts with a run by Collins. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the 3rd quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them. Melt the clock down, get to the 4th quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
Back now in Baltimore. Second down, Flacco now. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. The Ravens on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Now Collins. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
Flacco from the gun. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Well, that was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
3rd down. Flacco needs a decent chunk of yardage. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. Here's a 1st down run with Collins. And a short gain down to about the 33. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
And I think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Flacco now 5 for 5 on the drive. He's responded after the interception. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. A gain of 3, 2nd down. on second down. Collins. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the pickup, and all of a sudden here it's third down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
On third down, it's Collins, and he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. They'll run it now out of the gun. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. As the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. They'll run it now out of the gun. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
And now the Browns are going to take another timeout as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. On third down, it's Collins. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. That'll leave him with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. It's first and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. On the sneak, here's Flacco. No gain there as he kept it himself at second down.
Oh, yeah, good surge defensively. Sometimes you can just tell by the way a quarterback lines his feet up behind center. He's going to try and sneak it in. And they catch him here and stop him for no gain.
He's going to get it running right. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 4. Now third down. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Well, they've been so good on third down all day long. Can they convert another here on third and goal? Here's Flacco. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. Charles, thinking back to what you said in the first quarter, that part of the magic elixir for a road victory for these underdogs was going to be winning the turnover battle. Well, they only have 1 right now. Look at the scoreboard.
Yeah, not exactly playing to the form that I subscribed, right? When you talk about winning that turnover battle, that evens things out, especially for a road team, especially for a team that's an underdog.
Flacco now on 4th. And they're going to try the screen. It's complete. And he is not going to be able to get away as they swarm him for a loss shy of the goal line.